welcome back to my vlog channel. So happy to be here with you guys on a beautiful day. Well, it's gloomy here, kind of sunny because it stopped raining, but that's why I'm in my room. I wanted to record this video outside, but it was wet and I don't want to be sitting on the wet ground, so I'm here in my room recording this video, and I'm really excited to be recording this video. I'm going to be answering all the questions you guys ask me about veganism. So yeah, let's just get right into it. First question. Do you ever feel a crave for meats, or have you became used to eating without it? And I'm used to eating without meat. Like, I've been vegan for 5 years and I don't even remember the taste of meat anymore, and honestly I don't even care to know anymore. Like, I'm very happy with the way vegetables and fruits taste like, so I have no craving for meat at all. I actually hate the smell of meat, hate the look of it. It doesn't really, I have no cravings for it, even when I see it and smell it. Next question, number 2, is my favorite vegan meal. And my favorite vegan meal is... yeah, I like to eat a lot of food. But my favorite, I mean, if I go out to a restaurant, I will order a burger with fries, but I don't make that at home at all. I do like pizza, and I do like mac and cheese. One of those. Next question. If meat was grown in a lab, would I eat it? No. I don't know, that just sounds really gross to me. It just sounds very processed and fake, and I don't even know what's in it, and that kind of scares me. I like to eat food I'm kind of aware of what's inside. I try my best to buy food that doesn't scare me. Like I kind of know the ingredient list. There's definitely a lot of foods that I'm like, I don't know what's inside here, but I'm still gonna eat it. But I tried to do that less and less and less. But you know, when your girl has a craving. But it's all vegan, so just making that clear. Okay, next question. Worst vegan brand? Oh my. I don't really know. I haven't really tried that many vegan brands to say. I know people really don't like Daiya. I don't even know how to say it, but I kind of like it. Like, I like it. So I don't think I have or know any bad vegan brands. I think they're all great and have their ups and downs, but that's how I feel about it. Next question is, what is the most weirdest thing I eat? I guess I guess cauliflower wings, which are delicious, but like, that sounds crazy. Like, cauliflower, that's supposed to be a wing. Kind of can sound weird, but it's so good. So good. All my friends that aren't vegan that have had it say it's amazing. So, weird thing, but delicious. Really good. How hard was it to become vegan? Honestly, I think because I went into becoming a vegan for the animals, for me, it was like a switch that I was just like, yes, I'm doing this. Even if it's hard, I'm gonna do it no matter what. I think the hardest part for me was figuring out what's vegan, what's not vegan. So I would literally, I'd be at the grocery store looking at a food item, looking at the ingredients, and trying to figure out if it's vegan. Because back then, I guess 5 years ago, labels weren't very common, so you would just have to like look at the ingredient list, and you know, it'd be really tough. Like, that was really hard. Or going out to restaurants and having to explain what veganism is and what you can and can't eat. It's hard. Now that it's more common, it's easier to like find food that's vegan because there's labels, or they'll have like a section for vegan food, so it's just easier instead of just like searching the whole store for a product that might be there, might not be there. So it's a lot easier now than back then. Like even eating out, they'll have at least a veggie burger, which yeah, it sucks, it's just one item, but it's better than nothing. Okay, next question. Have I had the Impossible Whopper? Yes, I have. Not a fan. I mean, I don't know, I guess it's, you know, like what do you expect, but it's cool that they have something out there that's not pricey but still vegan. So because veganism, there is, for some reason the prices are just a tad bit more expensive. Next question. The cookie Oreos are food vegan? I think it's, are the Oreos vegan? There are some Oreos that are vegan. I mean, I was never really a big Oreo girl anyway, but they are vegan, yes, some of them. Different types of Oreos out there, so you're just gonna have to look at the ingredient list and make sure it doesn't have milk. Typical Oreo one is vegan. Make sure to look, just in case. Next question is, do I miss anything not vegan? Honestly, there's one thing that I do miss, and it's just like snacks. I'm so big on snacks. So Cheez-Its and Goldfish, those are like the main things that I'm like, oh, I wish they were vegan, or they veganized them. I don't think Goldfish has been veganized yet. Maybe it has, but I just don't know. But those two are definitely something I wish they veganized. But yeah, that's one thing I miss. Everything else I don't really miss non-vegan food. Is it difficult to hit calorie goals? Yes. I don't think it's because of veganism. I just think for me, I just have a hard time eating. I don't eat a lot because I get full very fast, and I'm trying to just eat more and more and more so then like I can expand my stomach, so then I just get hungry more often. But I just have a hard time eating just because that's just how I am. Don't eat a lot. I prefer not to eat a lot, but I just want to gain some weight, so right now I am eating more than I'm used to. So, booty gains coming in quick. I don't think it's difficult to hit your calories. Food sources where you get your protein is different, so getting used to that might be difficult, but other than that, I don't think it should be difficult. Next question is, do I like more natural foods or GMO vegan food snacks? I prefer more natural foods. It's hard, but it's a process, you know, but I do eat a lot of, you know, GMO snacks, and I'm working on it. I'm trying to avoid it, but I love snacking so much. Like, I just love having something in my mouth, constantly eating something. Snacking is my favorite, so I just need to start snacking on some fruit instead of junk food. But I don't think it's bad to just snack on unhealthy vegan snacks. You know, it's gotta treat yourself sometimes. Would you ever be with anyone that wasn't vegan? And that's yes. My boyfriend, he's not vegan. I'm with him, dating him. Yeah, I mean, I have friends that aren't vegan. Basically, I don't really know any vegan people out here, which is kind of sad. I mean, I do, but I'm not that close with them. But I don't know that many people that are vegan. I'd love to have more vegan friends, because it would just be nice to have some vegan friends. I just have amazing people that support me. It's getting a lot darker, so I'm trying to get through these questions. What supplements do you take? I take B12. I take probiotics, which I talked about that in a video before that. And I take some vitamins just in case sometimes I feel like I don't eat enough vegetables, so I just take a vitamin pill. And I take iron. Just recently started to take iron. Not consistently, just because I randomly decided to take some iron. Next question. How did I feel when I first became vegan? felt like I had so much compassion and love coming through me, and I think it's because I stopped eating these animals that were dead. I just felt like I had more love coming through me eating vegetables and fruit, and I don't think I've had that before. Like before that, I felt like I was just very edgy. I had an attitude. I just like couldn't understand people. I as a person just changed. I don't know if it was just also because of my age. I was getting older. I just understood things more better, or like veganism also impacted the way I reacted to things. Like I used to react with anger, and now I don't react with anger. Like I hardly ever get mad, and it's hard to trigger me to get mad. Like that just doesn't happen. So I feel like a whole better person, and that's definitely a part that I always forget that has happened to me once I switched to going vegan. But now I just reminded myself, and it feels good knowing like, yeah, I used to be like a horrible person. So much better. Have I been vegetarian before I went vegan? Yes, I went vegetarian. It's getting so dark. But I went vegetarian for a week. And then once I like did my research and like learned more about everything, I realized I was still harming animals and I had to avoid it. So then I went full on vegan. And I thought it was gonna be hard because I was like, oh my, I can't eat eggs now and I can't eat all these other things. But it wasn't. I just had to do my research and make it become a habit. So do I have any advice for someone that wants to become vegan or look into it? And honestly, I would say look at the documentaries on Netflix. I think there's some on YouTube as well. They are great, very informative, and you can learn so much when you watch them. Just go into it with an open mind. Don't just have a blockage watching them, because then you won't really take in the information. You'll just go into it with a judgment. Look at it as a different perspective. Don't feel like you have to become vegan or a vegetarian once you watch the videos. People want to avoid animal cruelty. They know it exists, but they don't want to see it. So once they don't see it, it doesn't exist, like in their mind basically. When you see it, it's hard to avoid it. Just start with those documents, and then eventually, you know, Google and YouTube are your best friend. So search some things up. If you have a question about certain things, Google and YouTube are literally there for you, and you can find anything at your fingertips. So honestly, it's amazing how you can do that and find answers right away. But I definitely recommend that. If you have any questions about veganism, so you can always message me. I have a Discord, and I like to chat up in there. I have also a vegan section there too, where we can talk about veganism if you have any questions. But other than that, I'm actually planning on watching a cruelty video. It's called Save Ralph. It's like a little small film, and I just wanted to get my reaction. I haven't seen it yet. I did see a little trailer to it, and it was very touching and interesting, so I'm very curious to see how they made this film. So let's go watch it. Just gonna watch it on my laptop and see how it goes. I was not expecting it to be that sad. I like got tears in my eyes. There's sad, great awareness. I think that was like really great that they showed in a cartoon form instead of like actual bunny, because that is more traumatizing to see, sadly. But it still showed like the truth behind testing on animals, which is so bad, and vegans already avoid buying products that have to do with animal cruelty. But for those that don't and aren't aware of it, I feel like watching that little snippet for 3 minutes, it speaks a lot of truth in the 3 minutes that it was. I feel like there's way more that goes into it than that little scene. You know, I'm just really happy that there's more awareness and more people are talking about it. So yeah, hopefully there'll be more products that are not being tested on animals and avoiding animal cruelty. It's just so sad.